In our last lesson, we looked at using the melody of a song as a platform for improvisation. Today, we're going to dive deeper into crafting lines through a chord progression by learning to target chord tones. So grab your guitar, let's go. If you haven't seen the previous videos in this series, then I highly recommend you do that before continuing. While you're doing that, you might as well hit subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified of future lessons and videos. Today we're going to take a look at the arpeggios of all of the chords in Autumn Leaves and learn how to target these specific notes in our solos. If we're able to find these notes quickly at any point in the song, they're always going to sound good or correct, and they're often good places to sort of end our phrases. More importantly, practicing chord tones is a great way of internalizing a chord progression, allowing us to develop the ability to hear the chord progression in our head while we improvise, meaning we have to think less about what we're doing, which leaves more brain space for creativity and musicality. So we're going to start with the 2-5-1, or in the context of Autumn Leaves, it's the first three chords. Okay, so let me show you some of these chord tones then. So if you remember from the song, our first chord was A minor 7, and then we went to D7, and then we went to G major 7. Okay, so I'm going to show you arpeggios for each of those. These are all 2-octave arpeggios. Let's begin here. So for A minor 7, we're going to start on our A, which is on the 5th fret on the E string, and then I go to the 8th fret on the E string, 7th on the A, 5th on the D, and 7th on the D. There's my first octave. Then I'm going to carry on here onto the G on the 5th fret, B on the 5th fret, 8th fret on the B, and 5th fret on the E. Okay, there's my 2-octave A minor 7 arpeggio. Let me play it for you. Okay, now it's worth knowing what degree of the scale you're playing as well. So let's go through and name them. This is 1, this is flat 3, 5, flat 7, and then back to 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7, 1. That's going to be super important going forward and helping you learn this across the whole fretboard. Let's move on to D7. So we're going to start here on the 5th fret, on the A string, 4th on the D, 7th on the D, 5th on the G, 7th on the G. There's my first octave, and then we're going to carry on to the B string on the 7th, 5th on the E, and then 8th on the E. And then if I want to get my root note on the top, I can move up to the 10th fret. So I've got one, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1. Finally, let's look at G major 7. So we're starting on G. This is our 1. Our 3 is here on the 2nd fret on the A. Then 5th. Our major 7th is here on the 4th fret on the D string. And I'm back to 1. And then from here we can just go in a nice little diagonal line like this. So 4th on the G, 3rd on the B, 2nd on the E, and then I can get my root note on the top again. If I put it together, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1. Now you know where these notes are, try improvising some simple phrases over the top of the backing track linked below in the description. Now, bear in mind this won't sound too inspiring to begin with, but that's not the point. This is all about learning to hear these chord changes as they pass. To keep things simple, you might just want to begin with the A minor 7 chord and then add in the other chords when you're ready. Go slowly, think about what you're doing, and most importantly of all, sing these notes as you play them. So now let's do the same thing with the minor 2-5-1. So in the context of Autumn Leaves, that's going to be F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7, E minor. So first of all, this one, F sharp minor 7 flat 5. We're going to start on the F sharp on the 9th fret on the A string, up to the 12th. Then here's our flat 5, which is here on the 10th fret on the D string, and then 9th on the G, F sharp is here on the 11th fret, and then 10th on the B, 8th on the E for your flat 5, and then up to the 12th for your flat 7. And then if you want your root note, you can get it here. So we've got B7 starts here on the 7th fret on the E string, and we're going to actually start on our middle finger. That would be easier, because we're going to go here for our 3rd, and then up to the 9th, 7th on the D, and then 9th on the D, across onto the G on the 8th fret, 7th on the B string, 10th, and then 7th. Let's put it together. 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 1. So the last one in this little group is going to be the E minor. Now we've called it E minor, not E minor 7, so we're just going to play the E, the G, and the B. Okay, so it's just going to go 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, like that. Now let's see if we can put the whole song together. So here's a little chord tone study that you can try. there is a link below in the description if you want to see it written out, if that's helpful for you. You might notice that some of these arpeggios contain common tones. For instance, this note, while being the flat 3 of the A minor 7 chord, is also the flat 7 of the D7 chord. So you've got flat 3, flat 7. So we can then use these to kind of help us think a bit more melodically, perhaps. So we can go like Another example is here, for instance, here on my D, that's obviously going to be my 1 when I'm on the D7 chord, but it's also shared by the G major chord, which makes it the 5th. So and I know I've got a D here as well, like just because it's not in the same place that we're learning that arpeggio. If we can find a D anywhere else, we can use that too, because it's, you know, same note, isn't it? So I could go something like this. One note, it works perfectly. Now next time we're going to dive even deeper into the importance of just 2 of these specific chord tones, the 3rd and the 7th, and how you can use them to unlock the entire fretboard for improvisation. In the meantime, practice this stuff and let me know how you get on. Get in touch if you're interested in guitar lessons, and make sure you subscribe and ring the bell to be alerted to new content. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you soon.